Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Morning, myself Sangeeta Devi from GK Jain School, Rayapura. To have a more update on our educational videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you like our videos, you can just like it. In today's class, we are going to see about 11th Standard Commerce Unit 2 Objectives of Business. So many topics we have covered under this Unit 2. In today's session, we are going to see the classifications of the business. In the last session, we saw about the meaning, definitions, which was given for the business. In today's class, we are going to see the categories, that is classification, kinds of the business. What are the bases we have, and under the basis how it is being subclassified. We are going to see in the today's session. Let me see the classifications. Classifications of the business is being classified into three bases. One of the bases is size, next ownership, function. So we have the three bases. One based on the size, next based on the ownership, next we have the based on the functions. So it is all about the class basis, how it is being categorized. Now let me see about the first base, size. So on the basis of the size, how it has been classified. One it is small, another one is the large, based on the size. And based on the ownership, it is classified into private, public, joint enterprises. Functions, industry, commerce. So let me see one by one meaning. So based on the sizes everyone knows about it. So wherever you go and buy a dress, then you hear about this word size. And wherever you go and do a max, there will be a centimeter, meter, size, there you will use it of. So these are the places where you have use of body size. Here it is based on the size of the organization or the business that we are going to calculate. One is the small, another one is the large. Small is the small scale. So where I am going to do a business in the small scale. If I am going to do a business in the small scale, very importantly what you will have? A capital. Capital is what? The amount is going to be invested by the owner. So in the small scale, I will require only the less number of capital. Less amount of the capital is only required in the small scale. Why it is less amount? Because I am going to do it in the smaller size. So here if I am going to do the business in the small scale, what I will be having the one more very important is that I will employ only small number of persons. Small number of persons is that only 5 or 6 or 3, like that only I will employ the persons also. So number of workers will be very less or small. And if you see about the production wise, how much unit I am going to produce, that also will be in a smaller units, 10 or 20 or 30. Below 100 it is going to be the small scale. So this is what is about the small scale. Small scale which I am going to have the business, it requires only less capital, and for doing that I will employ only few number of persons. And after employing a few number of persons, one more thing what I want to do is, we have the lesser units of the productions. So this is about the small scale. Let me give you an example so that you understand in a better way. What is the example best suitable is hand-loom, power looms, where it will be done at their houses. All the neighborhood family members will be joined together. 3 or 4 families will be joined together and they will be doing the productions at their house, where they will be doing only lesser number of the productions. So this will be the best example for the small scale. Okay. And one more example, if I want to take I want edible oil, which from the older traditionally wood channel we have. From that I am going to put all the groundnut seed or sesame seeds and I am going to get the oil. Then it could be of the small scale, where I am not using any kind of machines. So it is the small scale. Now let me go with the second categories on the basis of the size, large scale. Large scale, here it requires lot of the amount to be spent. Yes, obviously we know the name itself, it is a large, so much number of workers will be present over. And production wise, if you see also, more production will be done at a per day. It can be of 1,000, 2,000, 10,000. Any number of productions can be done on a per day, large scale. Approximately how much amount if I invest, it could be of large scale. larger scale? Yes, obviously it is a larger scale. So in the larger scale, I require a lot of amount, huge amount I cap it, the owner needs to invest as a capital. And where you will have 20,000, 30,000, 10,000, 5,000 workers also will be working, and they will be having different number of branches will be present too. Where number of branches will be there in the larger scale also. And if you see about the other things, what you will have in this, more than this things, where you will have a lot of number of units will be produced per day. That is what is about the larger scale. And the best example you can go with this larger scale, same edible oil, let me take it off. Here I am not going to use the traditional wood channel at all. Here I am going to use the oil mills. Then the machines will be extracting the oils from the groundnut or sesame seeds. It will per day itself many number of liters of oils I will be able to get it off. So that will be the best example of the larger scale. So on the basis of size, we have two categories. One is the small scale, another one is the larger scale. Small scale less capital, larger scale have huge capital. Few number of workers, more number of workers. Here small number of units only production, here large number of units of production will be there. Now we go on to the next category on the basis of ownership. Ownership wise, how we are going to categorize the things. We have three. One is the private enterprise, public enterprise, and we have the joint enterprise. Three enterprises we have: private, public, joint. Okay. What is the meaning of the private enterprise? If it is going to be fully owned by the individual other than the government, then we tell it as a private. Easier, very easy. If I myself going to start a stationery shop or fancy stores or something retail shop, I am the owner of that shop. That is a business where it is only started by me. I am not related to any way in the government. I am not employee also. So in that, other than a government, anything is going to be started by the individual, then it comes under the private. So how it comes under the private? Ownership wise, if you see, if it is going to be started by the individual other than the government, you can tell it as a private enterprise. So private enterprise, we can have the two best examples. One is the sole proprietorship, another one is a partnership. What is the meaning of sole proprietorship? Sole proprietorship is that single owner. Single owner will be there. If it is Sangeeta fancy stores or Sangeeta stationeries, so it is singly owned by me. It is by me. I am going to own the particular shop. So it is going to be the private. If we go for the partnership, partnership wise, if you see, there will be one or two partners will be involved in it. Sangeeta and brothers, or something like they are joined together will be done. Then we tell it as a partnership. That is the best example for the private. We have is the sole proprietorship. Another one is the partnership. So this is the best example for the private enterprise. Next, if you go with that public enterprise, if it is going to be started, any business, the owners, it's owned or managed or controlled by the government, then we tell it as a public enterprise. If a government is going to own and it is going to manage and control, then it will be the public enterprise. So for this public enterprise also, the best example we can go with ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. That is a public corporation, best example for the public enterprise. And if you go for the government company, State Trading Corporation, that is a government company, that also can be given as a public enterprise. And if you go for the departmental undertaking, Public Works Department, PWD, that is also a public enterprise, where it is fully owned by the government and managed and controlled everything. It is done by the government. So this is the best example for the public enterprise, where I have the government company, departmental undertaking, public corporation. So state trading corporations, ONGC, and the one which we have is the departmental PWD, Public Work Department. So that all the public enterprise. The third category which I have is the joint enterprise. Joint enterprise is nothing, it is very easier, joint together. Joint, you see the word itself, it is joint. Joint. Now what I am going to join? Private and public. So private and public, if I am going to together and join, it is a joint enterprise. Where it is like a semi also we can tell. Semi. Semi is nothing, half will be owned by the public, half will be owned by the private. Okay, public is nothing, it is the government. Half it is going to be owned and managed by the government, half it is going to be owned and managed and controlled by the private. So it is a semi, half. Okay, half together, it is a joint. The best example you can go with the car Maruti Suzuki. That is a joint enterprise, because half it is a government and half it is a private. Half it will be owned, managed and controlled by the government, and the other side owned and managed and controlled by the private enterprise. So Maruti Suzuki will be the best example for the joint enterprises. So the next category, we go for the basis of function. On the basis of the function, we are going to categorize that into two. One is about the industry, another with the commerce. What is industry? In the before session video also I have uploaded about the business activity. That is what is the industry also. Any industries which you see, it is going to be a business activity where it is going to be connected with the rising, that I am going to change that quantities or something rising, or processing of the goods, or producing the goods, that we tell as industry. So from one form to the other form, I am going to do that form utility wise. It all comes under the industry. Many examples we can go with the shoes, butter, bread, soap, many things can come under the industries. Because if you manufacture, that also comes under the industry. If you process, that also comes under. If you rise, comes under industry. Okay, so there is industries and a business activity where it is going to be connected with the three. In the before video I have explained in each word one by one: rising, producing, processing. That all comes under the industry. The next one we have is the commerce. Commerce, very beginning of the chapter 1, we discussed many things about the commerce. Commerce is the connection or a link between the producer and consumer. Very simply, if I want to tell producer and consumer how they are connected, it will be told as the commerce. Because production will be done in one place. Production can be done in any place. Okay. And if you see about the consumer will be there in all over nook and corners of the world, the consumer will be there. So the produced goods should reach the consumer. How it is going to reach? How the production is going to be done? How the consumer taste and preference is going to be known by the retailer or wholesaler? That all comes under the commerce. So commerce is also one of the business activity. Business, classification of business on the basis of the functions we have is the commerce. So this is what is about the classifications of the business. So in today's class we have learned about the classifications of the business, which is being classified into three on the basis of size, ownership, function. Size, small scale, large scale. Small scale is that it is going to have less capital, very small number of workers, and it is not going to have a more production, huge capital, more number of productions, and large number of workers. Private, fully owned and managed by, controlled by private persons. Public, fully owned and managed, controlled by the government. Semi, half private, half public. Maruti Suzuki is the best example for the joint enterprise. On the basis of the function, industry, commerce. Industry is something it is going to connect with the rising, producing, processing of the goods. Commerce is going to connect the producer and consumer, and how the distribution activities are going to be involved. So this is what is about the classifications of the business, which we have learned in today's class. In the next class, we